generation will not pass away until all these things take place. When all these things are lined up as they should be, a generation will not pass unless the coming of Christ happens. And then he says this, heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will what? Not pass away. Well, what does God tell us to do in light of all of this? What is the prescription? Let me run through them and I'll go back and we'll talk about them. We're not to live speculatively. We're not to live ignorantly. We are to live watchfully, expectantly, and obediently. We're not to live how? Speculatively. Matthew 24:36 says, but concerning that day and hour, no one knows. How many people know the day and the hour? No one. No matter who your name is. Doesn't matter how much study you've done from the Bible. Doesn't matter what your degrees are. You'll hear somebody say this. This will be their introduction. I've been studying the Bible for 50 years and prophecy for 47 years. And having done that, I've come to the conclusion. Let me tell you the conclusion I've come regarding you. You're wrong. Because no one knows the day and the hour. You don't get to change it. You don't get to change the text. No one knows. So we don't want to live speculatively. Well, I think it's today. Oh, it could be today. Oh, you know what? I read this. We don't want to be that way. On the same note, we don't want to live ignorantly. For as were the days of Noah, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. For as in those days before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day when Noah entered the ark, and they were unaware until the flood came and swept them all away, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. In the days of Noah, before the flood, they were going, I don't know what's going on. Let's go, man. Let's party. We don't want to live ignorantly, like it's not going to happen. We want to live watchfully. Therefore, stay awake, for we do not know on what day your Lord is coming. But know that if the master of the house had known in what part of the night the thief was coming, he would have stayed awake and would not have let his house be broken into. Be watchful. Be looking. And then we're to live expectantly. That's different than watchfully. This is with an anticipation that is wanting Jesus to return. Therefore, you also must be, what's the next word? Ready. My question to you today is, if Jesus' return is as real as we say it is, if the things that we've talked about today are as real as they are you ready? Be ready, for the Son of Man is coming in an hour you do not expect. What was that song we used to sing? People get ready, Jesus is coming. Soon I'll be going home. Am I ready today? And then we're to live obediently. Who then is a faithful and wise master, whom his master has set over his household, to give them their food at their proper time? Blessed is the servant whom his master will find so doing when he comes. What has Jesus called us to do? He's called us to love one another. He's called us to tell others about his salvation. He's called us to live a holy life. We need to live obediently. We are to live not speculatively, not ignorantly, but expectantly, watchfully, and obediently. Jesus is coming. Are you ready?